coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Just keeping the play alive. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down is Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Baker with a pick. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Lance looking to throw it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
At the Cardinals 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now Lance again. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team? Here's a diving catch right side. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Murray from midfield. Dancing to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Murray now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Murray sets to throw on 4th, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down. Now Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Get ready, get ready.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down at 7. Now Lance. They still can't get it. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Moore now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Lance now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trey Lance with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's Harris to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That catch good for only a couple. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Samuel. Able to slither by. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. Samuel.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Under 10, 10.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He's got it. And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now goal for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well,
they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll run on first down. Samuel. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Niners, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.